But when I went to him the first thing what attracted me in Guruji is his affectionate, loving eyes. He hugged me and he said, "You are a blessed soul." And at that time, I really started crying.
When you meet Guruji, it is the beginning of new chapter in your everybody's life. Whoever meets Guruji, apparently, Guruji looks as a normal human being, but to me, Guruji is more of a powerhouse of infinite magical divine energy. Sometimes Guruji gets angry with you when you don't follow his practices. But actually, that anger is a product of his immense concern, care for his all followers. Because he knows when you don't follow his instructions, what the future is going to be.
Om Shanti everyone. The diagnosis of cancer is a ground shattering event in an individual's journey. When such a diagnosis is received, one finds himself in front of an oncologist trying to understand what are the options. And the oncologist will basically lay it out saying it's going to be a combination of surgery, radiation, chemotherapy, et al. When one questions what could be the root cause, the typical response received could be it's because of the family history, because of the genes, because of the environment, because of the stressful situation, the climate, and so on. And while all these factors are true to an extent, has anyone really thought about, with all these so-called advancements, why these advancements have not been able to offset these constraints? In this context, how many individuals really question the oncologist? How many individuals actually say, "Mr. Oncologist, thank you for your analysis. Let me now take a step back. Let me look at all possible healing options. Let me evaluate the pros and cons. And let me finally determine what's best for me. Let me be the decision maker of my fate here." In our first episode, we saw how using her free will, Sharvari, along with the healing protocols from Guruji and the support from Rajesh, was successfully able to manage through the situation of cancer which had been placed in their lap by destiny. The healing journey of an individual is a complex journey with many ups and downs, both physical and emotional. And in such a journey, the support of the near and dear ones play a very important role. However, sometimes this support doesn't come immediately, typically when there is a clash of perspectives. And in such cases, then in the short run, the individual has to fight it alone until there are tangible benefits that could be demonstrated from the healing protocol, after which the other side is usually won over. In today's episode, we are going to be speaking with Mrs. Sunita Kelkar from Pune, India, who went through a similar situation and came out of it successfully with Guruji's help. So let's go now and speak with Sunita. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Sunita, how are you?
Fine, I'm absolutely fine.
Okay, thank you so much for spending your valuable time for this interview. I'm sure it's going to really add value and give a lot of knowledge to its viewers. So thanks a lot. Can we start with a quick introduction about yourself, Sunita?
Yeah, sure. Pranam and Om Shanti to all of you. I am Mrs. Sunita Kelkar. I am residing at Pune. My educational qualification is I have done my MSc in inorganic chemistry, and after that I did my PhD also in educational psychology. I was teaching for last 10 years in army school, that is central school. But as it was a transferable job, I got transferred after 10 years when my son was just 3 years old and my husband has recently started his own clinic. So I have decided to leave the job. I left the job, and then as per my husband suggested me, I have started running a small business of my optical shop.
Okay, very good. So, how did you come across Guruji? What were the circumstances that led you to meet Guruji, Sunita?
Actually, I was leading a very simple life. I'm a very disciplined person, so I was leading a very simple life, doing a regular day-to-day exercise, etc., and then regular routine. There was no problem, health issues at all. But once, I think in 2014 Diwali vacation, when I went to Ramoji city, over there I have noticed one little tumor, something like that, something coming out from my little tumor on below my ear, left ear. But I did not pay any attention to it because it was not paining at all. I did not notice it also after that. But after 1 year, that is in 2015 Diwali, I saw that something is protruding out from this left ear. It came on my cheek. So I went to Dr. Ramesh Dumbre, a surgeon, and he said it is a pituitary gland tumor and it has to be operated. So I said, okay, then immediately we have taken the decision because my husband is a doctor, so I belong to a doctor's family. So he took the decision, immediately it should be operated. So it was operated in November, that is 19th November 2016. And at that time, when that sample was sent to Raheja Hospital, Mumbai, the diagnosis, that is the result what we came out was, it is non-Hodgkin's lymphoma 3rd stage. And that shocked my husband actually, because I am from non-medical background. So it was not paining, nothing was happening to me. So I was quite unaware of all these things. I said nothing is going to happen. It's operated, it has gone out, the tumor has gone out. Now, nothing will happen even though it's non-Hodgkin lymphoma. But he knows all the medical terms. He said no, we have to pay attention for that. So we went to an oncologist. Oncologist said that there are 50% chances are there. 50% survival chances are there. If you go for 6 chemotherapy. But I was totally against chemotherapies. I have already decided what may happen. I am not going to do chemo. My husband, he was really upset because of this, because he knows the side effects of all this. If I don't do chemo, what's going to happen? He knows that. But I was totally against it. So what I did is, for 1 year, after that, after my operation, after 1 year, I have consulted an Ayurvedic doctor, and I was taking medicines from that Ayurvedic medicines, and everything was going well. But slowly, what happened is, my health started showing the result. That is, I became very, very weak. I am very energetic. But everyone observed me, I'm usually, they see me sleeping only. And then I was very nervous, something like that. But still, I did not lose my hopes. I said, nothing is going to happen to me. This treatment is going to work me. And of course, it worked with me. But still, when I took when the PET scan was done, after 1 year, after my operation, after 1 year, when the PET scan was done, it showed that some abnormal metabolic activity or a tumor is there in my lungs, and it is growing. So that really, it's an alarming signal for all of us. So now what to do? There was no other alternative than chemo. All my relatives, my husband's friends, everyone insisted me to do chemo. We are there with you. And my son was in 12th standard. He was about to appear for the 12th standard. So I said, no, let him exams get over. My son is very important for me than this chemo. So everyone was very much frustrated. What to do now? She is not listening at all. But nobody can force us. That's the main thing. Because physically and mentally, emotionally, I was not at all ready for chemo. Then my bhabi, my brother's wife, she knows Guruji somehow. So she said, why don't you try, why don't you go to Guruji once? I said, okay, I'll see. So she said, okay, you first read this book, Mysterious Kundalini Powers, My Experience. That is first book of Guruji. I read that book. I felt very good. I said, okay, there is no harm in meeting him. So I have decided the appointment, and then I went on 5th of August 2017 to him.
So, thanks for that. Is there a reason you were against the chemotherapy?
Yeah, the reason is two of my friends, unfortunately, they passed away because of this chemo. They were also having this cancer, and they passed away in between only. After taking 2-3 chemos, they were really fine when I saw them. But after taking chemo, I saw their health condition. It was horrible. And they passed away at the age of 40-45 only. So I was very much afraid of that. Even my auntie, my atya, I used to say, my father's sister, she also passed away at the age of 50. So I was very much scared of all these things. No, I don't want to. If I want to die, I will die like that only, happily, but not by chemo, because I have seen that chemo. It's really horrible. It's horrible to see those patients. It's very, very painful. That's why I was against chemo.
Okay, okay. So now you got Guruji's contact and you went and met Guruji. What was your experience when you met Guruji for the first time?
Yeah. Before meeting Guruji, what happened is I contacted Pooja Bangia. She said, if you have not taken any chemo, then only come to us. So I was very, very happy. Yeah, they are also against chemo. So I said, yeah, I have not taken any chemo. I will come to you. So we have decided to go and stay there in ISKCON for 3 days, because he said you have to come for 3 days. Before that, you have to take pomegranate juice. For the first time in my life, I took that pomegranate juice with skin. And the first experience was when I took that pomegranate juice, full day I was running. It was horrible. But still, I became very, very weak. Already I was weak at that time. I became very weak. I said, how I am going to stand now? How I am going to go to Mumbai? So, but the second day again I took the pomegranate juice. I felt little nice, little better. The third day it was okay. Then the fourth day I have reserved ISKCON room, and then with my son I went to Guruji. I was not having any idea about spirituality of Guruji. I knew only that he is a healer. That's all. How he is going to heal, I don't know. But when I went to him the first thing what attracted me in Guruji is his affectionate, loving eyes. He hugged me and he said, you are a blessed soul. And at that time, I really started crying. So what happened is, when he hugged me and blessed me, he said, come inside, Sunita. He said, what is the problem with you? I told him everything about it. He said, you are a blessed child. Who is your God? I said, Rama. Oh, Rama is a powerful God, he said. No, don't worry at all. Nothing is going to happen to you. Then he gave me energy on my chakras, which is also very, very new to me. I was not having any idea about it. So he gave me energy on my chakras, and the first day when he gave energy, he said, don't go anywhere. Don't roam here and there. Just go and sit in your room. And literally, when we went to the room, I felt like sleeping, and I was sleeping for 12 hours. I was so weak, and the energy, I don't know what happened to me, but I was sleeping for 12 hours continuously. And when I woke up, I was very, very fresh. Then I went to visit that ISKCON temple, etc. The second day again, Guruji gave me energy, second and third day. And then he said, now I am hopeful that everything is going to work out for you. He said, first day, I was not at all sure whether this energy, giving energy, or my spirituality is going to help you or not. But the second and third day, he said, no, I have seen positive changes in you, and now it's going to working very well.
So how did you adopt the healing practices or the recommendations given by Guruji?
Yeah.
To
For the first visit, I was there for 3 days. Then he called me again after 1 month. Like this, for 3 consecutive months, I have visited him. Then he told me about everything about the juice therapy, healing techniques, chanting, and everything. So now, from that day only, I am literally following all these things. That is juice therapy. All my family members, they are following that. We take carrot juice every day in the morning. Then we take coconut water. Pomegranate juice every week Sunday. We take pomegranate juice. Then ginger and garlic paste while having lunch or dinner. We take at least, we don't forget that to take all these things. And the main thing is we do chanting in the morning, meditation for half an hour, and self-healing also, as per Guruji said. So we are following all these things sincerely and religiously.
But you mentioned you are also running a business.
Yeah.
Right, so you are able to find time to
Yeah.
integrate all of these things. That's very good.
See, because if health is there, everything is there. If I am not healthy, I cannot run my business also. So what I did is, I don't know, because of Guruji's blessings or what, but nowadays, from that day only, I used to get up at 4 o'clock now. I get up at 4 o'clock, I do all this because it's a time consuming. Guruji said it's a time consuming and whole family members are taking these juices. So it's going to be hectic for you, Sunita. But I said, no, because of your blessings, I can manage it. So I get up at 4 o'clock, I do all these things, chanting, meditation, then juice therapy, and then I go at 10 o'clock to my shop. So it's working very, very well because now I'm energetic by Guruji's grace.
So now you are following this for how many years?
I am following this for last 4 years.
And what changes have you seen within yourself as well as in your family? Since you mentioned they are also taking these juices.
As I said, my husband is a doctor. He was against. He did not oppose me, but he was not in favor of that. Going to Guruji and taking healing. He was saying every time, please you go for chemo only. I will support you. But when he saw the changes in my health issues, my energy, which is again started regaining back. When he saw all those things, he said, even I want to meet Guruji. So myself, my husband and my Pranav, that's my son, we three, all of us, we visited Guruji, and they also took energy from him, and they realized he is something different, out of the world. Guruji is out of the world because he was very affectionate also. So then we all three of us started doing these practices, and they believed in this now. Even my mom, dad, and my sister, they were also against it. They are not following all these techniques or whatever practices I am doing, but they understood that because of Guruji only I am alive today.
That's very nice, Sunita. So I think what is the advice you would want to give to people who are in a similar situation of what you went through and who do not have direct access to Guruji? What is your point of view to such people?
Yeah, I will advise them to at least start with juice therapy, because that you can do at least. That is a basic thing, which is really for a healthy, actually for the healthy lifestyle. So it's very, very good. And for all the person like me, those who have faced this problem, for them, so it's just like a miracle. So I'd advise them to follow the juice therapy and at least meditation and self-healing for half an hour. That is more than enough for at least for them. Even though they are not spiritual, that is going to work. Because meditation means sitting quietly, that is aligning your energies. So you can do that. And self-healing is you are healing your self-body. And actually, I'm not giving the advice like that only. I have really given advice to two of my friends who was going through the same situation like this, cancer. And they have shown their effect. That is, the results are there. Now they are in their good health.
That's really nice, Sunita. Since you mentioned that you are in a doctor's family,
Yes.
right? I can understand how difficult it would be for them to accept.
Right.
And you mentioned they have even internalized the healing system.
Exactly.
Right? Are there any benefits which they themselves have also seen as a result of adopting these therapies?
Yeah, a lot of changes there. Now you can talk to him directly because he has seen. And main thing is, this disease has affected my husband a lot, because I am medically I am not at all aware of all these things. So we don't know all these side effects, etc. What is going to happen, whether you are going to die or not. But as he knows each and everything, he was really affected by this. And we fought for at least 3 months after this diagnosis, because he was for chemo and I was against chemo. So when he started practicing all these practices of Guruji, even he's changed tremendously. Now he's a big fan of Guruji. So you can directly ask him what is his opinion about it.
Yeah, excellent. I think what you've provided is of valuable insight, and we want to take this opportunity to also connect with Doctor.
Yeah, sure.
And know his point of view about this entire journey of yours,
exactly.
and how he thinks of it now.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank you for your time, Sunita.
Thank you, Advait. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Sure.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Doctor. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Very nice. Sir, thank you so much for your time. Sunita has mentioned a lot that her family has benefited from the healing protocol that she has used. And of course, you coming from a doctor's background, it would be very interesting to know and understand your perspective about this. So let's start with a quick introduction, sir, about yourself, and then we'll get into other questions.
I am Dr. Avinash Kelkar. I am residing and practicing in Pune as an eye surgeon, and I have been practicing for last 30 years.
So, doctor, what we wanted to know
Yeah.
is, see, you come from a medical profession, right? And what I have also seen is it's very difficult sometimes to accept these healing practices in toto when you initially hear about them, right? And from an outsider point of view, this is fine.
Yes.
But when things come in your own house,
Yes.
right, it's a completely different
Yes, yes.
experience, right? So just wanted to understand from you, what's your perspective about this, about the entire journey that Sunita went through, your initial point of view, and how that has changed since, and how do you ascribe to it now?
No, it was a very traumatic phase and very frustrating phase when it was first diagnosed, because we are, as doctors, we are aware of the future. So it was really testing time for me. And as an allopathic doctor, the only mode of treatment I knew was chemotherapy. But Sunita was totally against it, totally reluctant to have it. On one hand, she was totally reluctant, and on other hand, all my doctor friends or relatives, they were insisting on chemotherapy. And when she had decided to visit Guruji, I didn't oppose her, but at the same time, I was not in favor of it, because the only mode of treatment acceptable to the mode of treatment was chemotherapy, and I did not know anything about Guruji. What was his method of treatment? I never had heard about the spiritual healing, but still, I allowed her to go because she was not going to take any other form of treatment. Something has to be done. So she went along with our son, because I could not go for first three healings because her father was admitted in ICU that time. So, but when she came back after first three healings, it was a total pleasant surprise for all of us, because she was bubbling with enthusiasm, energy, and really she was back to her previous normal, because she always has been very energetic and enthusiastic person. And for last few months, she was very weak, exhausted, and little depressed. But after these first three healings, there was total change in her personality. That was, it was easily seen, and this thing, and that really was magical.
That's so nice to hear that. She mentioned gradually you also started adopting this therapy. What is your personal experience about all these therapies?
Yeah, of course.
What changes have that brought into you?
Yes. The very next week, I also visited Guruji along with Sunita. And the moment he greeted and hugged me, I knew I was at the right place and with the right person. I had some of my stomach elements for which I got healing from Guruji. After knowing about Sunita's dramatic and miraculous improvement, two of her very close relatives and their families who are based in US, one is in Los Angeles and the other in California, they also got healings from Guruji when Guruji was in US some 3 years back. One of the family members who was 10 years that time, 10 years old boy, he was having problem of autism. So he got the treatment from Guruji, got healings from Guruji, and now he and all other family members, they are also following all Guruji's modalities of treatment like juice therapy, Jalaneti and everything. and other family, the two of the other family members, they were having problem of gluten intolerance for a long time, and they also got treated by Guruji, and they are also following all his uh, modalities of treatments, and they are doing exceedingly well, and very consistently they are following all these treatments. Consistency in Guruji's treatment is very important, because sometimes it is a bit difficult, but whenever somebody asks Guruji about this consistency and if we don't follow this, what will happen? In one word, Guruji answers, the only alternative is suffering. So keep following all his advices consistently. Guruji not only advises about your health problems, but even other problems, your professional, these things, he gives advices about or tips regarding the profession, some spiritual practices, psychological well-being. So he treats you as a whole person, as a whole, not only your health element. Actually, when you meet Guruji, it is the beginning of new chapter in your everybody's life, whoever meets Guruji, because he not only advises about your health issues, but he also advises about your profession, then spiritual practices. Apparently, Guruji looks as a normal human being, but to me, Guruji is more of a powerhouse of infinite magical divine energy, with which he heals so many people. Sometimes Guruji gets angry with you when you don't follow his practices, but actually that anger is a product of his immense concern, care for his all followers, because he knows when you don't follow his instructions what the future is going to be. So sometimes one may think that Guruji is little curt, but that curtness is actually because of his concern and care for his patients.
Sir, this may be a sensitive question. You are coming from a doctor's fraternity, right?
Yes.
So, what would your advice be to anyone who is going through a similar situation? What would you suggest them?
Yeah, if they are ready to accept it, I always advise them to visit Guruji at least once. Whether they will proceed further, that is their decision. But at least once they should go and get advice from Guruji, or read his book. Most of them, they say yes, but very few of them actually visit Guruji.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and I'm sure what you've shared is going to be of great value to the viewers of this video.
Yes, yes.
Om Shanti, Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you.
Hello all once again. As we saw, Sunita was clear from day one about her stance on chemotherapy and that she didn't want to take it. At the same time, she did not succumb to any pressure around that. I feel an individual who is especially embarking on this journey of self-healing or natural healing needs to have that level of commitment, that level of determination for it to work successfully. Otherwise, the outcome might be a mixed outcome which may not be really desirable. At the same time, another thing that you would have noticed is this chain reaction of healing that started with Sunita, then her family, then her relatives, and so on. It makes one believe in the power of thought and the impact that a right thought can have on societal transformation or transformation en masse progressively. It's really a wonderful chain reaction that one can witness. Now, while all of this is happening, one may think, what about people who haven't heard about these healing protocols and who have actually started on chemotherapy or similar such protocols? Is there a hope for such people? Is there anything that can be done? In our next interview, we are going to be speaking with Mr. Suresh, who underwent 3 rounds of chemotherapy in a span of 2 to 3 years, and still there was a relapse of cancer. It was at this stage that Guruji stepped into his life and the situation turned around. And all of this happened not recently, but almost 20 plus years back. But I'm not going to get into the details now. You have to wait for that until our next episode and hear everything from the man himself, that is Suresh. So until then, stay safe, take care. Om Shanti, Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you.